RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Jenny Becker, Paul Lauschke and Associates. Let Jenny hit a home run for you. Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest. ConocoPhillips. Energy for tomorrow. Matt Horn, Landmark Realty. Put a top real estate pro in charge. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, Buy American. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. And the Chuck West Agency, helping business owners for over 46 years.
And here in the 4 o'clock hour, we get ready for baseball. Centralia against Alton. Senior Legion playoff baseball. Louis Korak and Brent Birkland back with you. We should mention before we get started that once again, the TV cameras are out here, so check it out on RiverBender.com. Dan Gonzalez up there on deck running the cameras and first base side, and he'll get some great shots as always for you if you'd like to check that out on the internet throughout the afternoon and throughout the evening. Tonight under the lights we have Belleville and Marion, so we're just getting started here. We start with Alton against Centralia, and a pretty good crowd here gathering this afternoon. And again for Alton, it will be Dooley, Mattifus, and McAtee, Bailey, Roberts, and Novak. The middle three, the bottom three, Hellman, Arbuthnot, and Lombardo for Coach Steve Haug, who will coach at third. Trotting down to the first base coaching box, assistant coach Mark Ziprich as we get ready. And the Centralia pitcher gets ready. His name is Forey Albert. As far as pitching goes for Centralia, Daniel Ells pitching all 9 innings against Highland yesterday. He's out in left field today.
And a reward, put him in left field where he's got to make those long throws after 130, 40, 150 pitches yesterday. You never know.
Centralia wearing their red jerseys, white pants, black caps and black socks, or at least dark navy to go with that red. And Centralia making quite a trip here day after day after day. It's not a short trip. We know that at Christmas time when Alton plays at the Centralia Holiday Basketball Tournament too. And Centralia making trips here to Alton all week long as we get ready. And Jared Dooley gets ready to roll here in the top of the first inning.
Chance for Alton to jump out on top here, and this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be early on a test of wills. Whoever jumps out early here obviously is going to have some momentum. You got to figure the team that falls behind is going to start to feel the lagging effects of we're at the end of the tournament, maybe it's time to pack it in, and some fatigue starts setting in. It's getting a little warmer as we go on in the week. Right now the flag is real light breeze out there, nothing whipping one way or the other, but we'll see. The team that jumps out on first here, you want to keep an eye out on that.
First pitch of the afternoon, low and away, ball one. Jared Dooley had an interesting night last night in that leadoff position. He was 0 for 3, 0 for his first 3, but then he got on base 3 times in a row. Walked and scored, hit by a pitch and scored, and then reached on an error. So he batted 6 times last night, and again, one of the big stories of the game last night against Belleville was Alton leaving 13 runners on base. They scored 7.
And that's something that was discussed, I'm sure, last night. And can't leave all the runners on base. And you got to figure, imagine if that game would have stayed 8-7 last night. You think about 13, 14 runners left on base. Boy, that just leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Here's Dooley at 3-1. He takes outside, ball 4, and he starts on base with a leadoff walk here this afternoon.
Saw 5 pitches, did not swing at it once. 3-1 count, was obviously looking for something different, but a good start for Alton. Leadoff man is on, and here comes the hot Trevor Mattifus, although last night Belleville was able to cool him off somewhat.
Struck out twice in the game, and he was 0 for 5 and hit by a pitch. He did reach base a couple of times, hit by a pitch, and scored in that 8th inning, and that was the big inning when Jason McAtee hit a grand slam home run.
It was the first hit of the inning, too, believe it or not.
loaded up the bases, and then McAtee cleared him off, and he is on deck right now. Jason waiting in the wings. Right now it's Mattifus wearing number 11 on his white jersey, and he hits one deep to left over the left fielder's head, and it will be over the wall. Home run after the walk, and Mattifus at it again with a 2-run home run.
I think he had to make sure, because it looked like as he was rounding second base, he paused for a minute. He took a look at the umpire, maybe thinking that it was a ground rule double, and then realized that line drive shot out of here pretty quickly, and that's the start that Alton was looking for. He's got a pitch up in the zone and was able to drive it right over the left field fence.
And Mattifus at it again.
Third home run of the tournament.
And now at a dozen RBIs this week.
It's not too shabby.
12 RBIs is incredible. He had 5 Monday, 5 Tuesday. And here on Thursday, drives in a couple in the first inning with a 2-run shot to left. Jason McAtee, who had 5 RBIs last night, including the grand slam, steps up, a slow curveball, swing and a miss. It's 1-2 here to McAtee, who plays left field for Alton today.
We didn't see very many of those last night, but boy, when he did get something over the heart of the plate, he was able to drive the ball with authority. 4 for 5, the home run, the grand slam. He also had a double, 5 RBIs in the game.
Line drive in the gap to left center field, and that's going to go to the warning track and to the fence, and he'll have a stand-up double. And he keeps at it here today. He was on deck last night when the last out of the game was made. 2 on and 2 out when the last out was made, and he was ready to bat, but he's ready here today with a double.
Well, that was another pitch over the heart of the plate, but it was up in the zone, and he attacked it with some authority and drove it into left center field. Another hard hit ball, and 5 out of 6 in his last 6 official plate appearances. He's trying to give Mattifus a run for his money as well, and both of them have accounted for the Alton hits thus far in the game.
Extra base hits here in the top of the first, and here's Evan Bailey fouling one, third base side. Strike one to the big first baseman, Evan Bailey, number 24. Roberts on deck, and then Novak, the catcher. Here's the pitch. It's a chopper to third, foul just outside the bag at third, and it's quickly 2 strikes and nothing here to Bailey.
Well, not much he can do with the pitch. It was up in the zone and just chopped it foul over on the left side here. 0-2 count now.
This one bounces in for a ball. Temperature in the mid-80s today, a lot different than it has been the last week or more when we stayed in the 70s. Today, 85 at game time.
Don't forget about some of those 60s as well. You weren't here Monday or Tuesday when some people were out here in jackets.
There's a drive into center field. Center fielder going back, still going back, and he makes the catch. A nice basket grab with his back to the infield. The center fielder Stevenson with a nice catch over the shoulder at the track. The runner tags and goes to third.
Yeah, he did make a great play on that, and shaken up just a little bit. He went hard into that fence out there, and on the dead run, took an extra base hit away from Bailey and probably another run, but McAtee is able to move up to third on the play, and well, that's a tough way for Albert to get that first out, but he's on the board now, and took a great play by his center fielder, Stevenson, on the dead run. It's an impressive play. It's not an easy catch by any means.
He went a long, long way, and Bailey hit it a long way. Enough for McAtee to tag and go to third with 1 out. And it's 1 strike to the number 5 hitter.
Well, it makes it even tougher when the ball's running away from you. It's different. It's different if the ball's coming back towards you, but when it's running away from you, well, you have to get on the dead run to be able to run that thing down, and he did a nice job.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. Roberts fouls it off to the right. Strike 2.
Oh, he had a pitch to hit there and was a little tardy on it.
Right-handed pitcher, Albert. Forey Albert for Centralia. Hot day at the ballpark all the way around, and Most of the fans have found the shade here in the box seats right behind home plate. In the shade, not too bad here. Mid to late afternoon.
If you're Centralia, middle infielders are playing back, so they're willing to give up the run for the out.
Breaking ball, tap towards short. That will score the run, and a bobble at short. Precise will get the air. RBI anyway. McAtee was scoring 3-0 now.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough play. It looked like he was a little indecisive about what he wanted to do at first. It looked like he was eyeing home, like he was going to come home with the ball, and then at the last minute changed his mind, and instead of getting any out, doesn't get one at all and boots it for an error. Give Roberts the fielder's choice. Ground ball, RBI out. E6 on the play. And post 126 out to a 3-0 lead.
Quick lead for Alton here, looking for win number 23 of the season. Throw over to first and the runner back standing up. Centralia defense, and we've mentioned it already here, Els in left, Stevenson in center, Teat Sort in right. Pitch is low. Third base, it's Newcomb. Precise plays short. Furlong at second. White at first. It's Albert, the pitcher, and Smith, the catcher. Novak, the Alton catcher, going to bunt. Back to the pitcher it goes. He flips to first. Out there. Sacrifice is good. 2 down.
Gets the bunt down, and Albert's able to make the play. They move another runner into scoring position, and with that idea, you've got Hellman coming up. Had a couple base hits last night, hit the ball hard, and sure Steve Hogg thinking about that. Maybe a 2-out hit here, bringing home another run. Alton with only 2 hits in the inning, but both extra base hits, and the home run by Mattifus got the ball rolling here.
Ball 1, low and away to the left-handed hitting designated hitter today is the DH. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1 to Hellman, runner at second. And 2 down. 3 runs in for Alton here in the first. Pitch, swing and a drive into right center field. Stevenson there, though. He's played over that way, and he'll make the catch. And Alton settles for 3 runs in the first inning, including a 2-run bomb by Trevor Mattifus over the left field fence. Alton 3, Centralia coming up. We have more playoff baseball from Gordon Moore Park in just a moment.
There's a long pass, and looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
It's Alton post 126 against Centralia post 446. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you, and right-hander Michael Wolf goes to the mound here, and he has a 3-run lead before he even starts up. 3-0 Alton. In the top of that first inning, they got it going, Louis.
Well, the first action for Wolf here in the postseason, this tournament as well as the district, and it's always a luxury when your team stakes you to a 3-run lead, helps you relax a little bit more. We'll see if he can get settled in right off the bat. He's going to face Stevenson, Furlong, and White to start off here, and looking for a quick inning, get back in the dugout and see if he can get the offense going again.
Well, Alton does have a right-hander down in the bullpen, just getting a little work in, and maybe Thomas Hendrick, number 28, just loosening up a little bit down there. Right-hander. But right now it's Wolf, and he's a right-hander for Alton, and he'll face Centralia's center fielder, Cody Stevenson, and it's ball one, low and away.
Important to not give free passes here today. Base on balls, you've already seen one come around the score, and that was for Alton in the top of the first.
So many times you hear Major League, college baseball, high school, whatever it is, say, we don't mind the home run. Let's make it a solo home run. But for Alton, a walk and then a home run.
Well, and those walks, more times than not, they usually come back and get you.
There's a chopper to third, right at Roberts. He will fire across to Bailey, and it's one up, one down.
Well, and the Alton defense will be busy today. Wolf's not the type of pitcher that's going to be overpowering and blow batters away. Rely on your defense to make the plays, induce those ground balls, and roll with it. And good start there. Easy one hopper to Roberts. He makes a good strong throw and a good start for Alton here.
We'll tell you about the Alton defense as we go along here too. And Drew Furlong takes low and away. Ball one to the second baseman. Centralia with 20 wins on the summer season, so a good year for them. 20-5 with one tie. It's low and away again.
From what I've seen of this post 446 team, this has probably been their most consistent hitter here this week. Has hit the ball very well.
Right-handed batter, and he takes outside. Furlong, it's 2 balls and a strike. White will be next, then Aaron Newcomb. 2-1, and it's low and away. 3-1. Staying away from the first 2 right-handed hitters. Here's the next. Outside corner, strike called, and it's full now.
Probably not the pitch Furlong was looking for there. Maybe a pitch that he could have taken the other way. It was running away from him.
3-2 delivery, swing and a tap foul toward the third base coaching box, and that's manager Todd Bauer down there. Alton in the third base dugout, Centralia to our right, down in the first base dugout. Here's the next, another 3-2. Swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher. Novak will fire on to first, and there's 2 out.
Well, he swung at ball 4 there, and ball was down and in the dirt, and Novak completes the throw to first base to get a very important out there, and a very big hitter who's had a nice week here. And good start for Wolf, 2 up, 2 down. You will see White here, the first baseman, with nobody on and 2 outs.
First baseman now, swing and a pop-up. Short left field. Who wants it? Center fielder wants it, and Lombardo under it. And he makes the catch in short left center to make it a 1-2-3 inning. A ground out, a strikeout, and a fly out. We've played 1 inning here at Gordon Moore Park in Alton. And Alton post 126 with a lead 3-0 over Centralia. Back after this.
Yeah, my hairstylist is like family. When pool water turned my hair green, she came over right away. Now that kind of commitment is a lot like my American Family Insurance agent. When our washing machine flooded the basement, my agent showed up wearing knee-high rubber boots. My agent understands that the ultimate coverage isn't a piece of paper, it's peace of mind. American Family Insurance. The family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
Back live at Gordon Moore Park with internet coverage continuing here this afternoon on the Big Z. We're live at Gordon Moore Park in Alton, and Arbuthnot, Lombardo, and Dooley will bat in the top of the second inning for Alton. Post 126 with a good start here. They lead Centralia 3-0 with 3 in the first. The 5th division tournament. The winner this week of this tournament goes on to the state tournament the middle of next week.
The host, follow this, will be Palatine.
All right.
But it will be played in Arlington Heights.
Okay, I follow you. Arbuthnot to lead things off here. It's 2-2. Now it goes to 3-2, and he taps one in the hole. Shortstop, backhanded play, long throw, not in time. It's in the hole on the left side for an infield hit.
Well, once the ball got by the third baseman, that's deep in the hole there, and Precise just get to that one. He probably could have saved himself a throw. Just put it in your pocket. Really no chance to get an out there, and a good start for Alton once again. Leadoff man on base. 3 hits in the game now, and Lombardo steps to the plate, the number 9 hitter. A little talk here with manager Todd Haug. Don't know if we're going to have a bunting situation, but he's been swinging a bat well, so maybe you let him swing away here, but Centralia anticipating a bunt.
And it's strike 1 at the letters. Could see a hit and run here. Could see a bunt. We'll see. It's 0-1. Throw over to first, and Arbuthnot back, standing up. Right-handed pitcher is Forey Albert. Right-handed batter, Nick Lombardo. He's going to bunt, and he bunts it back toward the mound, and the pitcher will throw on to first. Sacrifice bunt. And there's been 2 sacrifices in 2 innings for Alton.
Well, he swinging away on the first pitch and gets the job done and softens it just enough where Arbuthnot can move to second base. Now you get back to the top of the order. They did the damage in the first inning. The first 3 batters all scoring runs, and Dooley led the game off with a walk, and he scored and steps to the plate for the second time today.
Big breaking balls. A strike called to Jared Dooley. It's 0-1.
Well, this pitcher Albert has gone with that breaking ball quite a bit here today. A couple times Alton's been able to sit on it.
Ball down in the dirt, and runner holds at second base. 1 on, 1 out, and it's 1-1 to Dooley. Stretch and the pitch. It's low and away to the batter. Dooley walked and scored. Scored quickly in that first inning because Mattifus drove him home right away with a home run to left. Here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit into center field. Dooley smokes it right back through, and Arbuthnot will try to score. The throw home. It's close. Slide and safe at home. And Dooley with an RBI, and he takes second on the throw home.
Well, Steve Hogg took a risk there, and I'll tell you what, if that throw's on the third base side of the bag, Arbuthnot's going to be out, but the throw from Stevenson was just on the right side, and Smith, the catcher, made it close. Arbuthnot just getting in on that short side of the home plate there before the tag was made, and a ringing single by Dooley right up the middle, and Alton's off and running here again. 4 hits in the game now, and they lead it 4-0.
Down and in to Trevor Mattifus, ball 1. First base open. Hit the home run last inning. He'll see what he can do here.
Dooley took the throw, or took second base on the throw as well, so good job by being able to read that. The throw coming all the way to the plate. Even if somehow Arbuthnot would have been thrown out at the plate, you want to get yourself into scoring position.
Good speed again at second base, and time called by the batter again, Mattifus, who hit a 1-0 pitch to left field over the fence. Back in the first inning. Top of the second inning here, and it's 4-0 again in favor of Alton. Here's the pitch. Low and away, 2-0.
These Alton batters have had good hitters counts thus far, and they've been able to cash in on their opportunities thus far already. Scoring in both innings so far, 3 in the first, 1 so far here in the second, and a 2-0 count.
This breaking ball is in there for a strike. Another big curve, and it's 2-1. One on, one out, 1 run in here in the second. Next pitch on the way. It's down in the dirt again from Albert. It's 3-1. Stretch, and another one coming to Mattifus here, and he takes it on the inside corner, and that was his it on the hands. It probably would have jammed him if he would have swung the bat. It's 3-2.
Yeah, probably a pitch he wasn't looking for at 3-1, now 3-2.
Full count. And 1 out. Dooley down at second base once again. That RBI a moment ago. The pitch, low and away, and there goes Mattifus to first base. It's a walk. 2 on for Alton now.
Well, and no movement at all from manager Todd Bauer, and I think he's just in a position right now where he's just going to have to gut it out with his starter and hope for the best here. But right now, Albert has been in plenty of trouble thus far, and Alton with 2 runners on once again, and McAtee to the plate. He doubled and scored in the first inning.
Strike 1 to the batter here. McAtee at the plate from the right side. He waits. Albert brings it in. Line drive, base hit into left field. Dooley coming to third. He's coming home. The throw home, not in time, not close. Dooley standing up as he scores. It's 5-0.
Well, it was another hanger, but this one was riding away, but McAtee was able to get a good level swing on it anyway, and line drive, base hit to left field, and now Todd Bauer is making the walk out. I don't know if this is going to be to make a change already, but I can't imagine this is what he was expecting so early in the game, hoping to get some innings out of your starter, and right now he's not getting it, and he's coming out to talk to Albert and the catcher. Hasn't made a move yet.
Saying, I need some innings out of somebody, and you hear pitchers and coaches say it a lot. You got to throw up zeros if you can. Throw up as many zeros as you can. And so far, Alton with 3 runs in the first and 2 more here in the second inning, 5-0. And Evan Bailey steps in.
And he was robbed, 0 for 1. He was robbed of an extra base hit the ball hard. Stevenson made a great play and going into right center field. But I think Alton will take it any time if he can swing the bat like that. Chances are more times than not he's going to get on base.
Well, Alton has 5 RBIs, 5 runs on the board, and all the runs batted in have come from those top 5 hitters. Dooley with a run batted in. McAtee and Roberts have driven in runs, and Mattifus with that 2-run home run last inning. 1-1 to Bailey. Albert brings it in, low and away. It's 2-1. Should mention too, Centralia with 1 substitute in the dugout. I'm not sure if he's a pitcher or not, but he's there. 1 sub in that first base dugout. Outside, 3-1 now to Bailey. Roberts on deck.
In danger of walking the bases loaded. And if you're Bailey, You should be able to sit on something to drive here, anything around the plate. This pitcher hasn't been overpowering, just a lot of off-speed stuff.
Forey Albert brings it in, fouled off to the right by Bailey. 3-2.
Ball was down and in, and probably did swing at ball 4.
A lot of pitches look good at 3-0 and 3-1. Now it's 3-2. A light breeze out here at the ballpark, partly cloudy and temperature in the 80s. The pitch, swing and a fly ball to short right field. The right fielder coming in, still coming in, makes the running catch. Teetsort with a good jump on that in right, and he makes the grab. That's 2 outs.
I think, again, Bailey swings at ball 4. That ball was off the plate, and he's reaching for it, and it's about all you're going to do with that one is pop it up. And Teetsort on the dead run was able to come in and make the grab. Neither runner with a chance to advance. Now it's going to take a 2-out something from Roberts, who did drive in a run when he reached on an error in the first inning.
2 on, 2 out. And the number 5 hitter, where's number 5? Roberts calls time. 5-0 score here, second inning. Centralia out in the field and pitch on the way. It's low and away to Roberts. Ball 1. Novak on deck. We'll see if we get that far here in the second inning. "20 wins for Centralia, 22 wins for Alton." There's a strike, catches the outside corner on the big curve this time.
Well, if they see enough of those, they're going to be able to start driving that ball to right field and right center, and right now they're playing Roberts to pull.
Swing and a line drive by the diving shortstop into center field. Here comes another run. It's another RBI for Roberts. 6-0 Alton.
Well, another pitch that was up in the zone, and Roberts just takes it right back where it came from and delivers with 2 outs. A big RBI single there. Now Alton with a 6-0 lead, and that's just another pitch that's over the heart of the plate, just begging to be knocked around somewhere. And instead of trying to do too much with it, Roberts does what he's supposed to do, gets good bat on it.
Inside, and the pitcher gets hit on the front left forearm. The catcher, Novak, hit by a pitch on a pitch inside, and the bases are loaded. And here's the DH, Hellman now.
Well, if you're Todd Bauer, how long can you? I know it's scheduled to be a 9-inning game, but how long can you stick with the starter? And I don't know how many pitches he's run through this week, but I can't imagine he's got very much left. But
line drive left field, base hit. That'll score some more for Alton. 1 run in, 2 runs will score. Hellman drives in 2 on a hit to left. It's 8-0 Alton.
Well, and again, the pitch running away. And instead of trying to pull that pitch, all Hellman does is just serve it in the left field, and he delivers again. Another 2-out hit, and Alton has batted around in this inning now. They've scored 5 times and lead it 8-0.
Ground ball to short, bobbled for a moment, throw to first, and in time at first base. Arbuthnot is out, number 3. 5-run inning, though, for Alton. They scored 3 in the first, 5 more in the second inning. And in the middle of the second inning, it's already 8-0. Alton over Centralia. Back with more of the 5th Division Tournament in a moment.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest. Have you outgrown your home, or has your home outgrown you? If it's time for a change, call Matt Horn, the agent who was voted Madison County's #1 realtor. Most of Matt Horn's listings and sales come from referrals from satisfied customers. Call Matt Horn of Landmark Realty today for a free market analysis of your home. Call Matt Horn today at 560-8201 and put a top real estate professional in charge of all your real estate needs.
Sunny Gordon Moore Park. It's Hopkins Field, diamond number 5, bottom of the second inning, and Alton with runs all this week. They've scored 10, 13, 7. They already have 8 in 2 at-bats today. It's 8-0 Alton over Centralia.
Already, if you're Centralia, you're thinking you've only been to the plate one time. You're down by 8 runs. When does the mindset start to waver, and when do you start thinking, let's go through the motions here and let's get out of here, we're done? You hate putting it that way, but when you get deep into the tournament and you're facing elimination, those things start to creep into the mind, and we'll see if Wolf can continue. He's got an 8-run lead now and went 1-2-3 in the first inning. Now pitching with a comfortable lead.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1 to Newcomb here. Newcomb will be followed by Teat Sort and Procise. Albert, the pitcher, the 4th man due up this inning. Ground ball to third. Roberts gobbles it up, bobbles for a moment, throw to first, not in time. Bailey had to come off the bag to get that throw in the dirt.
Once he booted it, play he could have made. He stayed in front of it, but could not come up with the play and tried to make a strong throw over, but leadoff man is on, and that would be Newcomb. Teat Sort to the plate. Centralia with its first base runner of the afternoon.
Wolf delivers, line drive to left. That's a base hit. Playing it on a hop is McAtee. He'll bring it back in, and Centralia with 2 on and nobody out.
First pitch swinging there, first hit of the game. It brings in Procise. If this was a tight game, you would think probably sacrifice situation, but they need base runners, and you never know. It still may be. We're only in the second inning, a long way to go.
There's a strike to the right-handed hitter. Shortstop, Jake Procise. Procise with nobody out, 2 on. Pitch on the way, and it's inside. 1-1 now from Wolf. And manager Steve Haug headed to the mound to tell the Alton pitcher to throw strikes. It's an 8-0 game.
He's going to have a very short fuse here. I mean, your team has just spotted you with an 8-run lead, and I don't think this is what he wants to see. He wants to see his players make the plays, and you don't see him get too upset and too animated, but I'll tell you what, he was there. He told the catcher, Novak, stay put. I want him one-on-one.
Right-hander Wolf throwing to Procise, the number 6 hitter in the batting order. Swing and a foul back. Strike 2. Bottom 3, Albert, Smith, and Els all due up. Bottom of the second inning here at Gordon Moore Park. An error and a single to start the Centralia second inning. Eight to nothing our score once again. Alton off and running today. The pitch low and away, and gets away from Novak. He tried to backhand it in the dirt, and runners move up on the wild pitch.
More than anything, just if you're a catcher, you're taught, get down and shift your body. More times than not, they talk about when catchers just try to take a backhand stab at a ball, that's being lazy. And
line drive to center. Lombardo moving over, and he makes a running catch in right center. Runner will tag and come home. It's a sac fly. 1 out. but 1 run for Centralia. 8-1, Alton now.
Well, the back runner there, Teetsort's got to be tagging up on that. He can see in front of him that that ball's going towards right center field. If he tags up, he's going to be able to move into third base there. Precise does his job and gets that run home. With some questionable base running there by the back runner. Probably Todd Bauer didn't say anything to him there, but you know he'd like to see him move in to score into third base on that play.
Pitcher Forey Albert pops one to the first baseman Bailey, who makes the grab. Bailey will squeeze it. 2 down for catcher Dustin Smith now.
Quickly getting that second out on the pop-up.
2 outs now with Alton holding an 8-1 lead in the second inning. Post 126 with a 3-run first inning, a 5-run second inning. There's a ground ball to third, bobbled by Roberts. Then it moves to short, and Dooley with a quick bobble too. He throws across, but not in time, and there's 2 on, 2 out.
Well, Roberts has had his issues in this inning. That's his second error, and you're getting the ground ball, and you're getting the ground balls, and that's what Wolf does. Got to make the plays, and don't want to extend innings here. You've already given them now 2 outs in the inning, and don't want to give this Centralia team, you've got a stranglehold on them. You don't want to give them any life and allow them to get back into the game, and miscues in a field is a good way to do that.
Centralia going to get at least 5 outs in the inning. Strike 1 to the batter, number 9 hitter, Daniel Els, ELS.
Every time I look down and see Els on my score sheet, I keep wanting to say Ernie.
If it was golf, yes. And there's a double steal. The runner will score, and they tag the other runner out at first. It's a double steal, and they steal a run, but Alton gets the 3rd out of the inning, too. So, after 2 innings, Centralia with a couple of runs there in the second inning. And our score now, Alton 8, Centralia 2. Back with more from Gordon Moore after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're now approaching the island of Bora Bora. Enjoy your stay.
This beautiful home contains 8 bedrooms, 2 family rooms, and a private jacuzzi just off the master bedroom.
Hey, anybody up for a cruise in my sweet boat?
What are you going to do with all the money you save from buying your car at Roberts Motors?
Roberts Motors in Alton or online at RiverBender.com.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just 1 monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Welcome back to Gordon Moore Park. Centralia and Alton moving into the 3rd inning, and we're going to have a new pitcher for Centralia here to start the 3rd inning. It will be the 3rd baseman, Newcomb, who will come in to pitch. He'll go to the top of the hill. Aaron Newcomb will be the pitcher, and they'll change things up on the infield just a little bit, including, looks like Furlong will take Newcomb's place at 3rd base at least here. Drew Furlong at 3rd, and Newcomb the pitcher. 8-2 in favor of Alton as we go to the 3rd inning.
And it looks like the shortstop, Precise, moves over to 2nd. And Albert, the pitcher, will move to short.
So there we go.
We got all angles covered.
Musical chairs around the infield.
And Lombardo to the plate. We'll see this pitcher for the first time. He sacrificed in the 2nd inning, so no official at bat.
Lombardo here in the top of the 3rd inning. He'll take a strike from Newcomb, the new pitcher. 2 innings for Albert here today.
7 hits, 8 runs all earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts.
Way to work ahead, Aaron.
Cannot be the winner. Could definitely be the loser.
Yes, he could. 8-2, third inning. And Lombardo in a 2-strike hole here. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Tied him up way inside, struck him out.
No, not a good pitch to swing at there at the shoelaces, and he knew it. Walks away immediately, and the first strikeout for a Centralia pitcher here today. First time they retired the leadoff man.
And we'll go back to the top of the order. Shortstop Jared Dooley, who has scored twice, been on base twice. Has a walk, a single, an RBI, a little bit of everything already, and just 2 at-bats. Pitch to Dooley, taps one to short, 2-hopper to Albert. The starting pitcher, now the shortstop, and he throws Dooley out.
Quickly here. 5 pitches for Newcomb. He gets a couple of outs, so.
Infield now has Furlong at third base, Albert at short, Precise at second base, and White is still at first base. Newcomb, the pitcher, delivers a ball, or make it a strike called now, to Mattifus, who has a home run and a walk. The next pitch, breaking ball inside. It's 1-1. Newcomb in relief of Albert, 8-2. 1-1 pitch, swinging a fly ball deep to right. Right fielder going back. He's looking up and gone. Near the scoreboard, he goes the other way again. And Mattifus, 2 more home runs today. It's 9-2.
Check that cork bat.
He has 13 RBIs this week.
4 home runs now in the tournament, and he's displaying his Albert Pujols power, shall we say?
To left, to right?
Absolutely. 3 of the home runs to right field. The 2 he hit a couple nights ago against Highland, both to right field, and he's got a couple here today, and he's been on base 3 times.
There's a little chopper back to the pitcher. Newcomb will throw to first out there, but Alton will tack on another 2-out home run by Trevor Mattifus. And he has 2 home runs and 3 RBIs today. It's Alton 9, Centralia 2 here in the 3rd inning. Back with more in a moment.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at webergc.com.
There's a long pass, and looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
At Gordon Moore Park, Centralia coming to the plate. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Alton with runs in all 3 of their at-bats. Three runs in the 1st inning, 5 runs in the 2nd inning, and another run here in the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd, it's Alton 9-2 over Centralia.
It'll be Els once again to lead off. He was at the plate when Smith got picked off between 1st and 2nd as Teetsort stole home.
Breaking ball comes in high to Daniel Els. Ball 1. Again, we're on the web today and tonight. WBGZradio.com. There's a tap up the 3rd base line. Catcher fires low, scooped by Bailey, but safe. That's a swinging bunt single.
Yeah, that's a tough play to make when, for a catcher, you're running up the 3rd base line, your body running you away from first base. Real difficult to turn and get squared and make a good throw. Novak may have thought that I don't know if he said something to the umpire that maybe that the ball may have hit the runner in the box, or that he thought he may have gotten him, but no can do. Centralia with its second hit of the day.
It's ball one inside to the leadoff man now, Cody Stevenson.
Grounded out to third, his first plate appearance.
Now outside for a ball. It's 2-0.
Well, this isn't sitting well with the Alton coaches. I can see that. It's just time after time, Wolf just getting behind these hitters, and I know they don't like this at all. And he's not gonna be long for this game either if he continues to fall behind hitters.
Looks like the third time that Thomas Hentrick will work in the bullpen and loosen up in the pen again. Down and in, 4-pitch walk. It's 2 on for Centralia, nobody out. First walk allowed by Wolf.
And Furlong to the plate. He struck out his first time up, and not too often you're going to get him swinging on the pitch that he swung at to strike out on, and now he's up there with a couple of runners on. Need to be careful here.
Tap foul to the Alton dugout. Strike one.
I don't know if that's the wisest decision there. After the pitcher just issued a 4-pitch walk, you're up there swinging at the first pitch down by 7 runs.
Strike one, and Wolf looks in. Novak gives the sign. The pitch, swing, and another tap. Foul. Strike two. Warm day today, even hotter tomorrow. About 90 for the high tomorrow. And that's the championship day here for the 5th division tournament. The winner will advance to Friday. The loser of this game will be finished. There's strike 3 called on a slow curve. He struck him out.
Well, it took guts to throw that pitch on 0-2, but a slow, deliberate breaking pitch there that snapped right over the outside corner, and I don't know if there's much argument there. That looked like a good pitch from up here. 2 strikeouts and both against Furlong.
Pitch on the way, and this one is a strike. Inside corner at the knees. Tyler White, the batter, first baseman for Centralia.
0 for 1, flied out to center in the first inning.
Swinging a line drive. That's a sharp single to left. Left fielder has it. They'll hold the runner at third. It's a single to left, and the bases are loaded now with 1 out, and that'll bring in the cleanup man, Aaron Newcomb, next.
Pitcher now, Aaron Newcomb, started the game at third base. He reached on an error in the second, and scored. 1 out here, and loosening up now. Hentrick loosening up a little quicker.
Manager Steve Howe giving Wolf maybe 1 or 2 more batters. Maybe not now. This one's in the gap. Base hit. A run will score, and now 2 will come in. 2-run single to left center field. It's 9-4 in favor of Alton.
I've got to imagine the plug's got to be pulled here pretty quick, because he's not falling behind batters. He's getting too many pitches now over the heart of the plate, and these Centralia batters are just jumping all over it, and quickly now they're getting themselves back into this game. Only down by 5 now. At one time down 8-0.
Time called by manager Steve Haug, and he will take the slow walk to the mound here. 4 runs, 4 hits for Centralia. 2-run single by Newcomb there, the new pitcher in the game, and he drives in a couple. And Coach Haug will talk it over, and we'll see if they'll go to Hentrick, who was, again, the starting pitcher last night. He only went 3 2/3 innings, giving up 8 runs, 8 hits, and we'll have to see if he will be next.
I don't know how many warm-up pitches that he needs after throwing last night. I wouldn't imagine it would take him very long. And they're going to go to the bullpen.
There's the sign to the bullpen. So both starters leaving the game early today. We're only in the third inning, and we have a 9-4 score. So more runs here in this tournament coming up here on day number 4, and more pitchers used too. Here comes Thomas Hendrick for the second day in a row. He will pitch for Alton, and we'll be back with more in a moment. Bottom of the third inning here at Gordon Moore Park, and it's 9-4 in favor of Alton. Back after this.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
My dentist is like part of the family. He's always gone out of his way to make things as painless as possible for me. He's kind of like my American Family Insurance agent. Whenever I've got a problem, my agent solves it quickly, and it never requires Novocaine. I think my dentist could take some pointers from my agent. American Family Insurance. The family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
Bottom of the third inning continues. Alton going to the bullpen. Last night's starter, today's reliever, Thomas Hendrick. He will come in to face Derek Teetsort from the right side with 2 on and 1 out, and Centralia looking to get back in the game. Slow roller to short. Dooley will fire to first. Out number 2. Both runners move up.
Good play by Dooley there. Ball hit slowly up that left side. Both runners do move up. But for Alton, more importantly, the out is recorded, and this might be a good thing for Hendrick. Get him back in there. You kind of forget about last night, the way things started for him, and
wild pitch now, and a run will score. It'll be 9-5, and the other runner moves to third, and Centralia inches closer and closer. 4-run game now.
I was just thinking, you forget about last night a little bit. You can focus on something different, and well, the wild pitch does bring them a run closer, and we are now at a 4-run game and starting to get interesting here, and we're only in the third inning.
Last night we saw Belleville take an 8-0 lead. Today we see Alton take an 8-0 lead. And there's a ground ball that gets by Roberts, a high chopper, and it goes right through him into left field. Another run scores, and it is 9-6. It's a 4-run third inning.
Boy, he's having a rough day over there. That one probably was hit high enough where if he stays back a half a step, he's going to be able to run right into it, but he tried to get it on a short hop, and the ball just stayed under him, and 3 errors for Alton, and he's committed all 3 of them now.
This one is hit to third, and he gobbles it up. Roberts throws to first for the out, but not before Centralia gets back in the game with a 4-run third inning, and all 6 of those runs on the board charged to the starter, Michael Wolf. Back with more in a moment. We've played 3 innings now, and we have 15 runs already. It's Alton 9, Centralia 6. Back in a moment.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest.
9-6, Centralia with 6 of the last 7 runs on the board as they scored 2 in the second inning, a 4-run third inning. Now we'll go to the 4th, and it's anybody's ball game again. Alton to the plate here in the top of the 4th inning.
Well, you continue to give teams extra outs and innings, they're going to take advantage of it, and that was the case there again, where it was 9-4, and a wild pitch scores a run, and then another, and an error brings in another run, and it's starting to get interesting here again, and you're starting to give this home team a little bit of life.
Evan Bailey for Alton takes a ball. Now he chops one to short. 2-hopper to Albert. He throws out Bailey on a ground ball to the shortstop. 1 out.
See, he noticed there it was a high chopper, and instead of charging that and trying to make the tough play there where you have a chance where the ball can eat you up, he stayed back nicely on it and knew he was going to get a true hop, and got a good hop and made a good throw to get the out.
That'll bring in Jason Roberts. 2 RBIs for him already today. Low and away, ball 1. Alton with another right-hander loosening up in the bullpen. Ball outside, 2-0.
You got to figure that he only is 15 years old. He's still growing. He's still learning. And you got to figure that's going to start playing mind games with him a little bit, and the ball starts finding you more and more. Plays on you a little bit mentally. You can definitely make up for it, though, at the plate if you have some solid swings up there, and thus far he's done that.
3-0 from Newcomb to Roberts, and it's ball 4 inside. 4-pitch walk here with 1 out in the 4th inning.
Well, Alton's done a nice job of getting runners on today and moving them around. They've scored in every inning, and looks like they're going to have to score in every inning today because slugfest appears imminent here.
They already have 39 runs themselves this week. 9 runs today. Throw over to first and the runner back. Looks like Ian Wheat warming up in the pen, number 25.
Rubber is down in the mound again.
Who else down there? Over and over and over again. Swing and a foul ball catches the umpire. Blake Novak.
Probably had to go in and reattach another arm to his shoulder. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't get. But the way he's been throwing and as many times he's thrown in every game this week. But he continues to go.
Throw over to first again and the runner back again.
Just put a new battery in him and he's recharged.
4 1/3 innings again last night for Wheat in relief. The pitch, swing and a shot, base hit to left. Blake Novak, the catcher, with a base hit. 2 on, 1 out, and Alton ready for more.
Good looking swing there. Tried to hang a pitch over the inside portion of the plate. Novak does a nice job of opening up and taking the ball to left field. Gets his first hit of the afternoon. He's been on base twice. And Alton in business once again. 2 on and 1 out here. And Hellman, Arbuthnot, and Lombardo, the next 3 up, looking to do some damage. Hellman delivered a 2-run single his last time up. He's got RBI opportunity here again.
Left-handed batter waits. And the pitch on the way. Check swing strike to Quinn Hellman. Strike 1.
I think he was asking the umpire, was it a strike or did he get him on the check swing? Whatever he heard, he was satisfied with the answer.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a shot to short. Shortstop throws to second. On to first. It is a Centralia double play. 6-4-3. And that ends Alton's 4th inning. Middle of the 4th here at Gordon Moore Park. It's Alton 9, Centralia 6. Back at the ballpark after this.
Have you outgrown your home or has your home outgrown you? If it's time for a change, call Matt Horn, the agent who was voted Madison County's #1 realtor. Most of Matt Horn's listings and sales come from referrals from satisfied customers. Call Matt Horn of Landmark Realty today for a free market analysis of your home. Call Matt Horn today at 560-8201 and put a top real estate professional in charge of all your real estate needs.
What do I have to do to sell you a car?
Roberts Motors, easy to get to, just off Highway 67 or Highway 3 in Alton.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Glad we could bring you some Senior Legion playoff baseball this week here on Z1570 and live on the internet too. Don't forget RiverBender.com here as well, taking care of the video and TV cameras all out here at the ballpark too, so check that out when you can. RiverBender.com here as well. Our engineer back at the studios of the Big Z, Brian Hennigan, working hard again today, and we roll on here to the bottom of the fourth inning. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you, and it's a 9-6 ball game.
Brand new game here. It's only in the fourth inning. Now Alton's 8-run lead has slowly been trimmed down to 3. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Centralia here in the bottom of the fourth.
Thomas Hentrick brings it in high for a ball. The only Centralia batter that didn't hit in the third inning, catcher Dustin Smith at the plate right now. 4-run inning for Centralia. Back in the third, and there's a swing and a miss, 2-2. Last night, Belleville beat Alton 11-7, so 3 out of the 4 teams left in the tournament have 1 loss apiece. Belleville 3-0 in the tournament, 3-2 now to Smith. It's Roberts at third, Dooley at short, Arbuthnot at second, Bailey at first. Swinging a fly ball to left center field. Long run, and the center fielder makes a diving catch. Did he hang on? He did. Or no, they're going to call it a trap. The home plate umpire says Lombardo did not get it. They're in left center field. He made a diving attempt, but it's going to be a double.
At first I thought he was putting his arm up to motion that he was out, but I guess not. And good effort there by Lombardo to get that one. He had to go a long way to get it, but it's a leadoff double for the catcher Smith, and he brought the ball up right away, so we need a replay camera. What do you think?
Let's go to RiverBender.com.
Absolutely. Dan, get a camera out there in center field.
Super zoom, and here's Daniel Ells, the number 9 hitter.
We can get the umpires to come back here and converge and
right.
Go to little video replay.
There's a bunt in the air, foul ball. Nobody can get it though. It's 1-1. Pop foul, third base side. Novak the catcher. Hentrick the pitcher in relief of Wolf. Out in the outfield, McAtee in left. Lombardo in center, Mattifus in right field, and Coach Steve Haug reminding us, the old catcher, day after day after day, that they have a lot of catchers out there in the field. Novak, the catcher, but Mattifus is a catcher. He's in right field. They also have Ian Wheat, who comes in relief. He's an old catcher a couple years ago at Roxana High School.
And if need be, they can come up here and get you. Yes?
Pitch
no?
or catch? What? There's a tap foul, third base side.
Well, they might need somebody to fetch him some water. Or
sure. And Quinn Hellman, a catcher too. He played left field last night, DH today.
First time he's played the outfield in this tournament.
So catchers all over the place for Alton. Swing and a miss, low and away in the dirt. Throw to first to complete the strikeout, and after the double, it's a strikeout, now to the top of the order.
Well, Hentrick needed that after giving up the tough double to lead off the inning and sweeps one off the outer edge of the plate. Els could not hold 1 and 2. He does a good job there when you're ahead in the count. Throw a pitch out of the zone where they might not be comfortable swinging. He did a nice job there and gets the out.
There's a bunt, third base side, foul by Stevenson. It's his third at bat of the day already, third time through the order.
I was hoping you'd say that about the 6th inning or 7th inning that they're going through. That just tells you right there we've got a number of runs on the board already.
Alton up 8-0. You thought, well, maybe, just maybe, we would finally have cruise control, but it's just not to be this week for anybody. Ball high. No lead is safe. Doesn't matter.
We haven't had a game. We haven't had anybody that get 10-run here this week.
Ground ball to third. It ricochets off the third baseman. Roberts' body again, and he'll hold the ball. Everybody's safe. First and second, one out.
Boy, it just seems like when things are going bad, the ball always seems to find you. And right now, he's mentally down over there, and he's made a couple of plays, but boy, he just hasn't been able to get in a groove defensively today, and lead runner does not move up.
2 on, and Hendrick delivers. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Dooley steps on the bag. Throw to first. A double play for Alton. Both teams with double plays in the 4th inning. In the top and the bottom of the 4th. Alton with a 6-3 double play there as Dooley was right around the bag, and he turns the double play all by himself. So after 4 innings, still the score is 9-6 in favor of Alton back at Gordon Moore Park right after this.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just 1 monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at RiverGC.com.
On to the 5th inning here at Hopkins Field. Diamond number 5 at Gordon Moore Park. Later tonight, again, it's Belleville and Marion. But right now, it's Alton and Centralia. And the home team, Alton, with a 9-6 lead. 9 runs, 9 hits for Alton, led by Trevor Mattifus. If you just joined us, he has 2 home runs this afternoon, 3 RBIs. He scored 3 runs because he also walked and scored in between 2 of those homers. Each team has used 2 pitchers. Alton had an 8-0 lead early, but it's 9-6 in the 5th.
And that 4th inning for both teams ends in inning-ending double plays. Just what the pitcher likes to see, and Hendrick works around that error, that 2-out error, gets a double play on the next pitch.
Arbuthnot pops one to short right. Right fielder coming in. Teat Sort under it, has it. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 5th. Again, we thank the sponsors for the American League broadcasts here on the radio and on the internet. That, of course, led by Phone Masters and Cornerstone Bank here in Alton, along with Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates, downtown Alton. 1 hopper back to the pitcher. Newcomb will throw on to first, and Lombardo is out number 2.
Well, I don't think this is what Redbirds had in mind. Redbirds. I knew I was going to do that sooner or later. I knew I was going to get into the high school nicknames.
Sure.
Post 126. I don't think this is what they had in mind. 2 pitches, 2 outs. And I think Dooley, no matter how good this pitch is, no matter how much he'd love to take a rip at it, I got a feeling this is going to be a pitch that he's going to take.
Jared Dooley, the leadoff hitter, he's going to bunt. He bunts it foul, third base side.
Or then again, you can bunt it.
You talk about the Redbirds taking on the Orphans today then, right? Centralia and Alton.
If we were in the high school season, that would be correct.
9-6 in favor of Alton. Here in the fifth inning, pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2.
I was just waiting. It only took me 11 games to call one of these teams by their high school nickname. Not bad.
Here's the next. High to Dooley. He's been on base twice, scored twice today. Trevor Mattifus waits on deck. Low and away, 2-2. The 5th division tournament here in Alton, Illinois today. And all this week. Strike 3 called. Dooley took the breaking ball at the letters and he watched it go by, and quickly a 1-2-3 inning for Alton there in the 5th. We're in the middle of the 5th and we're still 9-6 on the scoreboard. Alton over Centralia back at Gordon Moore Park right after this.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
Brent Birkeland back with you. Alton hanging on to this 9-6 lead, and Thomas Hendrick out there for more in relief of Michael Wolf today. And Hendrick here in the bottom of the 5th inning delivers. There's a line drive to left. Left fielder there and fights the sun maybe a little bit. McAtee, but makes the catch.
Ball hit, maybe not quite with the authority that White would have liked, but still he shoots it out there to left field. And I think McAtee, you're right, he is in that sun field out there, but shades the eyes with his glove and is able to make the catch.
2 innings now in relief for Hendrick. Tall, lanky right-hander. He brings it in high to Newcomb. Ball 1. Hendrick, since coming in, has allowed just 1 hit. It was a leadoff double last inning. Foul ball back and out of play. It's 1-1 with 1 out. One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a foul again, 1-2. Here's the next. Outside, 2-2 now. Teat Sort will be next, but right now it's Newcomb, right-handed batter. He swings and misses down in the dirt. Novak will throw to first, and there's another strikeout. 2 for Hendrick.
Got him to go fishing there, and it was something that was missing from his pitching arsenal last night. Doing a nice job here today so far. And that time on a 2-2 pitch, again, you get the batter to go after something that they're not comfortable with, and records another strikeout. He's retired. He's faced 9 batters and retired 7 of them. make that 6. 6 of the 9 that he's faced.
There's a tap foul, and it's strike 1. 1 strike and nothing. A 1 pitch is popped into short left. Shortstop out, left fielder in, and McAtee wants it. He has it near the left field line in short left. The left fielder goes to get it. 1, 2, 3 in the 5th inning for both teams. Alton in the top of the 5th and Centralia in the bottom of the 5th. We'll go to the 6th. It's still Alton on top, 9-6. Back with more in a moment.
Yeah, my hairstylist is like family. When pool water turned my hair green, she came over right away. Now that kind of commitment is a lot like my American family insurance agent. When our washing machine flooded the basement, my agent showed up wearing knee-high rubber boots. My agent understands that the ultimate coverage isn't a piece of paper, it's peace of mind. American Family Insurance, the family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
The winner of this game moves on to tomorrow to play at 4 p.m. Another 4 o'clock start tomorrow for the championship day, championship round. But a lot of baseball still to be played on this Thursday. And then tonight under the lights, we'll be bringing you Belleville and Marion, Illinois. But right now in the 6th inning, it's Alton on top, 9-6 over Centralia, Illinois.
2, 3, 4 up, and there is that home run king, home run swatter at the dish.
Mattifus takes outside corner, strike 1. Top of the 6th inning now. Mattifus waits on another and takes a strike.
1-1.
Mattifus, McAtee, and Bailey. If anybody gets on, Roberts here. Heart of the order, and time to get to double digits and add to that lead if Alton can. They scored their 9 runs in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, got off to a comfortable lead. This pitcher, Newcomb, has kind of come in and settled things down.
Swing and a foul. It stays at 2 strikes and a ball. Mattifus from the right side. Again, he had 2 home runs Tuesday, 2 home runs today. He has 13 RBIs this week, and those coming in 3 games. He didn't have an RBI last night. As a matter of fact, he didn't have a hit. Again, he was 0 for 5 with a hit by pitch.
So how long would it take you to get 13 RBIs?
Or
better yet, let me rephrase that. Did you ever do it?
Maybe 10 months. Is that a year and a half? Season and a half?
I was thinking more like a lifetime.
Come on, give me a little bit.
I'll give you 5. I'll give
5.
I'll give you a handful.
5. 2-2 pitch. Shot too short, and the shortstop looks in his glove. It's not there. It's right underneath him. He trapped it. And safe at first is Mattifus, as Albert didn't know where it was.
Boy, that thing was dipping so hard. The ball just hit on a line, and luckily he was just able to knock it down. But Mattifus, with his 3rd hit of the day, yeah, he had no idea where the ball was. He tried to make the catch and just was right at his feet. Usually you're looking all over the place for it, and the last place you would look is right in front of you.
Safe at first is Mattifus. Now it's Jason McAtee. Pitch is a ball. As we get a little bit of shade, sun ducks under the clouds here in the 6th inning at Hopkins Field, Gordon Moore Park, Alton, Illinois. Throw over to first, and the runner back standing up. Mattifus there with nobody out. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. McAtee waits and takes, slow and away.
If you're Alton, you'd like to see a couple of more runs scored here. You're kind of in that in-between zone where, yes, you're up by 3, but it's still within striking distance now.
Each team has gone a couple of innings without a run, even though we have a 9-6 ball game. Two and one, and here's Newcomb's pitch. It's low, ball 3.
Bailey is on deck, and he's wearing the collar today, and you know he'd like to get in on some of this offense.
Throw over to first again, runner back. Newcomb the pitcher. Albert was the starter. He's now at short. Smith the catcher with the sign to Newcomb. Pitch to McAtee, swing and a one-hopper to third. They'll throw to second, and safe there. It's a wide throw to second base, and everybody's safe. Mattifus to third, nobody out.
Boy, you talk about a tailor-made double play there, and the throw from Furlong pulls precise. He tried to keep his foot on the bag. It was a wide throw, but he tried to keep his foot on the bag. He's probably better off just trying to knock that one down and at least maybe getting the out at first base, but tried to do too much there and stay on, and it cost him off the glove and into short right field, and alertly Mattifus moves up on the play, and it might be a killer error in this game.
Down and in for a ball. Ball 1 to Bailey, and now Alton has that chance to add to the lead, and could be a big inning now here in the 6th. We'll see. Throw over to first, runner back. Again, Alton hitting double digits already twice this week with 10 and 13.
Well, it's first and third and nobody out here. At the worst, you've got to score a run here. You're thinking you have to at least get one, and they're going to get it here.
Bailey sends one deep to left, way back and way out of here in left center field. Bailey was 0 for 3, but now he has a 3-run bomb.
Well, not only did he get the one in, he's able to get 3 out of it, and I saw some of the cuts that he was taking over here in the on-deck circle. And when you look at his line and he was 0 for 3 and everybody else had been on base and gotten involved here, you knew he didn't want to be left out of things here. And boy, he had a pitch over the inner portion of the plate, and did he ever turn the hips on that one and drive that ball out of here.
2 hits in the inning. Remember, it was an infield single, then an error, and then a big fly. A 3-run home run, and it is 12-6. Alton with a dozen now on the board. And all 5, the top 5 hitters have all driven in at least 1 run now. Dooley with 1 RBI, Mattifus with 3, McAtee with 1, Bailey with 3, Roberts with 2. Hellman also has 2 RBIs in the 7-hole.
Well, it doesn't look like much now, but just think how the approach of that at bat if you turn that double play.
A solo shot for Mattifus back in the 3rd, and that would have been a solo shot too, but instead a 3-run blast as Roberts strikes out here in the 6th inning for the first out of the 6th. Pitch from Newcomb, swinging a fly ball down the right field line. That may drop, and it will, for Blake Novak. He's going to go for two. He'll try for a double, and he is out at second base. He had a single, no problem, but the right fielder, Teetsort, throws him out at second.
Well, the play is in front of him. I don't know if that was his choice to go on second, so he saw the play in front of him, and Teetsort got there quickly. The right fielder got to the ball before it could take another couple bounces down there, and he threw a one-shot strike into Albert at shortstop, and good throw got him at second base.
There's a shot into center field, and that one falls in front of Stevenson, the center fielder. That will be a hit for Hellman. He has two more hits today.
Well, he tried to make a sliding catch there, and it's about all he can do. The ball was quickly dipping, and it's a good effort by Stevenson, but he can't come up with it. He does what he's supposed to do there. He kept the ball in front of him and at least knocked it down. If that thing gets by him, Hellman's going to continue to run.
There's a bunt down the third base line. Arbuthnot, foul ball, strike one. 13 hits now for Alton. 6 hits allowed by Newcomb. He's allowed 2 homers, one to Mattifus, one to Bailey. Newcomb allowing 4 runs in the game after Albert gave up 8, the first 8. There's a strike. 0-2 to Arbuthnot, and with the clouds here, it's almost time to turn on the lights, but probably see some sunshine again in just a little while.
Well, looking off to our right here, some clouds are starting to come in.
Up and in for a ball to Arbuthnot, who is 1 for 3 in the game, an infield single. 1-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball to third. Third baseman fires across, low throw, and it's an error. He throws it away, and to the bullpen it goes. Second and third for Alton, as the third baseman, Furlong, has made 2 errors in the inning. What is it about third base today?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they call it the hot corner for a reason, and it's not so hot today. Guys aren't making the plays down there. That's, believe it or not, out of our 7 errors, 6 of them have been committed at that position.
And 6 of them by just 2 players, Roberts and Furlong. There's a chopper foul by Lombardo, strike one.
So again, how come the ball always seems to find the guy that can't make the play?
It does, doesn't it?
Never fails.
Always. Our score, 12-6. Alton outside to Lombardo.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say can't make the play that doesn't make the play.
Mm-hmm.
They can make the play, they just don't.
Not to be. And it may go to him again. We'll see here in the 6th inning. Low in the dirt, 2-1.
Well, we've had a number of these right-handed batters pull the ball to the left side. It's been pretty uncharacteristic in Alton games. They've been notorious for taking the ball to right and right center field in this tournament, but pull hitters they are today.
2-1 pitch, second and third for Alton. Strike on the inside corner under the hands, 2-2.
That's a pitch, if you're looking for it, you open up the hips, and that's another one you can rip down the line. Lombardo was not looking for it.
2-2 now, and low and away. Full count. Jared Dooley will be next. 12-6 Alton. They now have 42 runs this week in 4 games.
So you should be winning the tournament, right?
Could be 4-0, but maybe 3-1 after today. There's ball 4. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
And the 9th man to hit in the inning will be Jared Dooley, our shortstop. He's walked and scored in the first, singled, drove home a run, scored in the second, grounded out in the third, struck out in the 5th.
Bases loaded, 2 down, 12-6 ball game, and the pitch to Dooley is just outside, ball 1.
No place to put him here. Ducks are on the pond.
13 hits for Alton already, and now they look for more. They're up by 6, and they look for more. Ground ball to third, and there it is, off of Furlong again and into left field. 2 runs will score, and it's 14-6.
Do I even need to say it?
It happened again.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I've seen many games where a ball seems to find the players that fail to make the plays, but this is just incredible. 4 errors for each team now.
Third base again. 2 outs, 2 on. Lombardo moving to second base. Dooley at first base. He reaches on the air. 2 more runs score. It's a 5-run inning. And Alton has pushed their lead to 8, matching their largest lead of the day. They led 8-0 early. They lead by 8 again. Ball 1 to Mattifus. 6th inning, a big one here for Alton. 3-run home run. Got the scoring started here in the 6th by Bailey. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter with 2 on, 2 out. Strike on the outside corner. Mattifus waits at the dish. Newcomb brings it in. Strike on the corner again. Strike 2. Mattifus didn't like either strike.
It was up a little bit, but had some late break on it and close enough to swing at. And he's in the hole.
1-2 pitch now to Trevor Mattifus. Ground ball to third. A bobble, but Furlong will step on the bag at third to end the inning. But Alton with another big inning. They scored 5 back in the 2nd inning. They score 5 here in the 6th inning. And now they lead by 8 again over Centralia. It's 14-6 back at Gordon Moore Park right after this.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest. Have you outgrown your home, or has your home outgrown you? If it's time for a change, call Matt Horn, the agent who was voted Madison County's #1 realtor. Most of Matt Horn's listings and sales come from referrals from satisfied customers. Call Matt Horn of Landmark Realty today for a free market analysis of your home. Call Matt Horn today at 560-8201 and put a top real estate professional in charge of all your real estate needs.
Tonight, Belleville and Marion, Illinois. But right now, we continue with Alton and Centralia, the 5th Division tournament in Senior Legion. Playoff baseball continues here in Alton, Illinois at Gordon Moore Park. And Alton with a big lead, 14-6, as they have 44 runs this week. And they are about to go 3-1 in the tournament with a win here today. And this double elimination tournament will continue, of course, tomorrow, and the state tournament is next week.
5-run inning for post 126. I almost said Redbirds again, but I caught myself that time.
Alton post 126.
126 with 5 spot in the 6th inning. And they have that 8-run lead back once again. Looking to add more here in the 7th inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up.
And we'll see if Alton can score some more. 14-6 in the 7th inning, top of the 7th. There's a strike called, and quickly 2 strikes here on Jason McAtee of Alton.
2 for 4 here today. He scored 3 times, has a double, has an RBI.
Ground ball in the hole, it's short and through into left field. A leadoff single in the 7th inning.
And he has another hit. 3-hit day to follow up a 4-hit night last night. So 7 hits and 6 RBIs in the last 2 games for the Alton left fielder / third baseman. He's played both positions here this week. Done a little.
Each of the Centralia pitchers now have given up 7 hits apiece. 14 runs, 14 hits for Alton. Ball 1 to Bailey. He hit a 3-run shot last time up. 7th inning, and Bailey waits, swinging a ground ball up the middle. That could be 2. 6, 4, 3. Double play for Centralia on the infield.
A hard hit ball just hit to the wrong spot there, and Albert is able to get the little flip over to Precise, who quickly turns and gets Bailey, and he races the base runner, and it will be Roberts to the dish now with nobody on and 2 outs.
Curveball strike, 0-1.
Roberts has 1 hit today, a couple of RBIs, a run scored.
Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman will take care of that. He flips to first, and quickly the 7th inning wraps up for Alton. Bottom of the 7th inning coming after this break, with still a score of 14-6 on the board. Alton 14, Centralia 6. Back with more playoff baseball from Alton, Illinois after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're now approaching the island of Bora Bora. Enjoy your stay.
This beautiful home contains 8 bedrooms, 2 family rooms, and a private jacuzzi just off the master bedroom.
Hey, anybody up for a cruise in my sweet boat?
What are you going to do with all the money you save from buying your car at Roberts Motors?
Roberts Motors in Alton or online at RiverBender.com.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just 1 monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Good sized crowd here at the ballpark checking out the home team. Alton post 126 leading Centralia post 446. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 14-6 our score. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you here. Brian Hennigan, our engineer, and John and Dan here too for RiverBender.com. Make sure you check that out sometime. Louis might be checking that out right now.
I quickly turned it off.
Just the volume down a little
yes.
bit. Daniel Els, the number 9 hitter, takes a strike. Now a swing and a miss from Hendrick, 0-2. Hendrick the pitcher, Novak the catcher. It's Roberts at third, Dooley at short, Arbuthnot at second, Bailey at first, McAtee in left, Lombardo in center field, and Mattifus in right field.
Those were spots that Hendrick ran into problems last night on 0-2. Today, much better job. He there, an 0-2 pitch. You can wait. You can afford to waste one there, and he did.
Check swing, low and away. It's 2-2 now to the number 9 hitter. Tonight again, Belleville, post 58, will be in action. And again, they haven't lost this week, so they're in the driver's seat at the moment. There's a strike called. Strike 3. And it's another strikeout for Hendrick.
5 of them now since he relieved Wolf. And after taking the loss last night, Thomas Hendrick now is in line to get the victory here today.
He has struck out 4 of the last 6 batters. First pitch is a ball to the leadoff man, Stevenson here. Right-handed batter for Centralia. This pitch is way high, 2-0.
You got to figure Wheat's warming up in the bullpen now, and Steve Hogg telling him to turn it up. Let's get her going. They're probably hoping that they wouldn't have to use him here today, but looks like they will.
There's a pop foul out of play back here and off the bleachers, first base side. Strike 1. I'm trying to think who we can nickname Ian Wheat. I don't think I'll go with Bruce Suter or Kent Tekulve or
Kent Tekulve. There's a blast from the past.
Somebody that pitches inning after inning, day after day, and just keeps going out there. There's a strike to the batter, 2-2.
How about a Tim Wakefield?
There you go.
Not quite that slow and deliberate with the knuckleball, but
starter, reliever.
He continues to go out there day after day after day.
Maybe we'll give him Phil Necro or something like that. There's a pop foul.
That's another knuckleballer.
That's right. Foul territory, but the catcher has room this time. Blake Novak makes the grab. 2 down.
Good play there. Get to a spot, camp under the ball, stay with it, and make the catch.
We are in the bottom of the 7th inning here at Gordon Moore Park. Started just after 4 o'clock this afternoon. Coming up on a 2-hour ball game. Even though we have 20 runs, it's still been a pretty quick ball game for 20 on the board.
The middle innings have picked things up for us here pretty quickly.
1-0 pitch to Furlong is high, 2-0.
But knock on wood.
Still 2 innings to go.
Maybe.
Tell that to Effingham. They had a 10-run lead in the 8th inning this week and lost.
3 outs away from 10 running somebody, and 30, 40, 45 minutes later, you're packed up for the summer.
They're going home.
That's how quickly it happened.
Lost in the 9th inning to Highland the day before in a 9th inning rally.
You didn't get to see those theatrics yesterday, did you?
No, I missed that. There's a ball, and it's a 2-out walk here to bring in Tyler White, the first baseman.
Well, I saw all 33 runs, all 43 hits, I don't think we had 10 error. I think we were in the 7-8 error range in that ball game, but 5 to 10 hit batsmen, about 10 to 15 walks. Anything else?
Everything.
I think I've covered it all.
Here comes Coach Dennis Sharp, and we'll see if he makes a change here. And looks like they will be going to the pen. Thomas Hendrick will be finished in relief today, as came in the 3rd inning, took them all the way to the 7th inning in the middle of the ball game. So looks like Ian Wheat will indeed get the call. We'll tell you about it in a moment. Alton still with a lead of 14-6 over Centralia. Back with much more baseball right after this.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Hi, George Weber, Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at RiverBender.com.
And it will be number 25, Ian Wheat, coming out of the bullpen yet again, one more time. And he'll try to finish things up here. First of all, close out the 7th inning. Centralia with 1 on and 2 outs. And Wheat, third pitcher for Alton today.
Going to be asked to close things off or at least shut the door here. You've got White, number 3 hitter in the lineup, with 2 outs, due up here. And Dennis Sharp not wanting to take any chances on a potential big inning here with 2 outs. And
Wheat brings it in, and 2-0. It's a ball inside. So 4 days in a row for Wheat, right?
Correct.
Swing and a tap foul at the plate. A couple of years ago, Ian Wheat for the Roxana Shells. This past spring with the Lewis and Clark Trailblazers. Now Alton Post 126 as well. Mostly a catcher in high school for the Shells. And coach Mike Arbuthnot. In the crowd again here today.
Where else would he be?
Be working on the field in just a little while for our second game tonight.
While he's keeping an eye on Joe McBride for us.
Roxanne and Joe is only 3 or 4 rows in front of Arb.
He's manning things down in the front row. I've heard once or twice people say down in front.
Fly ball to right field. Right fielder over near the line, and making the catch is Mattifus near that right field line, and Wheat finishes off the 7th inning. We'll go to the 8th inning now, and our score still Alton 14, Centralia 6. Back in Alton, Illinois after this.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
My dentist is like part of the family. He's always gone out of his way to make things as painless as possible for me. He's kind of like my American family insurance agent. Whenever I've got a problem, my agent solves it quickly, and it never requires Novocaine. I think my dentist could take some pointers from my agent. American Family Insurance. The family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
More Senior Legion baseball here from Gordon Moore Park. It's Thursday afternoon action, and it's Alton and Centralia today. Then tonight we still have Belleville and Marion on the way for you here on the internet. Live coverage, live play-by-play on the web. 14-6 our score. Alton with an 8-run lead, and Alton Post 126. Back to the dish here in the top of the 8th inning.
Novak, Hellman, and Arbuthnot. If anybody gets on, Lombardo. Bottom 4 waiting to swing away here.
Novak takes inside, and he leads things off here. He's the catcher, and he's had a couple of hits. He's been hit by a pitch. He's 2 for 2. This is his 5th at bat, though. The pitch, it's outside to the catcher, 2-1. Quinn Hellman, the designated hitter, on deck. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Again, the Belleville fans and the Marion fans arriving here slowly at the ballpark tonight. Pitch, swing and a miss. Outside delivery, but he went for it and struck out.
Pitch had some late break on it and thought he had one that he can handle there, and next thing you know, the bottom just dropped out of it and dropped off the plate. Strikeout for Newcomb. Trying to see how many he has here.
4.
Correct.
Strike to Hellman. And Newcomb's been around a while now in relief.
Well, you take away the 6th inning, he's done a pretty good job here. And then again, that 6th inning,
3
errors hurt him, so he's only given up 3 earned runs in his relief stint, so not a bad job at all by the right-hander.
There's a strike to the left-handed hitter, Hellman. And he's at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Has 2 hits, 2 RBIs, bounced into a double play earlier. There's a chopper to third, foul ball. It's the top of the 8th, and here at diamond number 5, we still have cloud cover late this afternoon or early this evening.
6:08 is
okay.
our time, so
you make the call.
early this evening.
Okay.
How about we go there?
Outside, ball 2. 2 double plays for Centralia in the last couple of innings. And Hellman pops one foul into the left field corner. It's still 2-2. And the left-handed batter will get another chance here. The right-handed pitcher, Aaron Newcomb, on top of the hill. Newcomb brings it home to Hellman, swinging a line drive over the shortstop's head, and he fights it off for his 3rd hit of the day.
Takes another pitch to left field and drops it between shortstop and center fielder, and more towards the end of the bat, off the end of the bat there, but nevertheless effective. And a 1-out single for Alton.
15th hit of the game for Alton. Foul ball by Aaron Arbuthnot. It is strike 1, 1 on, 1 out.
They do have 15 hits on the day. And evening.
True. 14-6 still to score. And Alton looking for more here with 1 on, 1 out. Pitch to Arbuthnot, low and away.
So for Alton, 14 runs, 15 hits, 4 errors. Centralia, 6-5-4.
8 more errors in this ball game today. We've had a lot of runs this week. We've had a lot of errors this week. A lot of hits. A lot of everything. A lot of baseball here at Gordon Moore Park this week for sure. Arbuthnot lines one to left, right at the left fielder, who makes the grab. Els makes the catch. 2 down.
Ranging to his left is Els. Makes the easy grab. Hellman back to first. And Lombardo will bat, looking to keep it alive for Dooley, who is on deck.
Lombardo takes a ball low. Ball 1. 8th inning here for Alton, post 126. They're looking for their 23rd win. There's a soft ground ball to second. Second baseman throws wide into the Centralia dugout. So Second and third, 2 outs as the inning continues on an air.
Well, it was a slow ground ball and looked like it was going to be the end of the inning, but Precise could not come up with it, and that extra bobble, then he had to rush to throw and threw it wide of the bag. Both runners are able to move up. Base hit here from Dooley could give us a 10-run game.
14-6 now, and a wild pitch. A run will try to score. He comes in and safe. At home is Hellman. It's 15-6. Lombardo to third base.
Base hit now will give us a 10-run game. It's at 9 now. That ball was wide of the plate. No chance for Smith to come up with that one. And Hellman will score on the play.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Dooley at the plate. 9-run game now. Swing and a foul. Strike 2. Mattifus waits on deck, but again, Jared Dooley at the plate. It's all Alton. They're up to 45 runs this week now with 15 today. Swing and a miss, and that's the end of the 8th inning. Alton settles for 1 run in the 8th inning, and they take a 9-run lead to the bottom of the 8th. It's 15-6. Alton over Centralia. Back with more in a moment.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest.
Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you with more Senior Legion playoff baseball all week long. This is day 4 of the tournament and the 12th game of the week. 4 games Monday, 4 games on Tuesday, 3 yesterday, 2 more today, and we're still in the first game of the day. As first pitch of the bottom of the 8th inning is a roller to second, and Arbuthnot throws to first. Newcomb out number 1.
First pitch swinging, Newcomb. Arbuthnot playing perfect position there. Flips the throw over and gets the out, and Alton is 5 outs away from a victory and moving into the final day of this tournament.
Playing at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Here's Teat Sort. Derek, the right fielder, right-handed hitter. Ian Wheat brings it in outside for a ball. One and one here with 1 out. 1-1 from Wheat. Swing and a miss.
Good sinker there. Boy, that had late snap on that pitch, and Teat Sort swings right over top of it.
Tap foul, still 1-2. 2 the batter. Right-handed pitcher Wheat to the right-handed batter, and he pops it up foul. Looks like it's out of play. Third base side, and still 1-2. There's a chopper to short. Dooley wants it and makes the play. Throw to first. Out there. And 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Dooley ranging to his right. Good throw. Good hard throw. Gets the runner by about a step and a half. And 2 up, 2 down on a couple of ground balls here in the bottom of the 8th.
There's a tap foul for a strikeout, or a strike, I should say. Wheat brings it in, and it's another strike. 0-2 with 2 outs. Two ground outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tap foul, still 0-2. Had 9 errors in the game, 4 by Alton, 5 by Centralia now. 15 runs, 15 hits for Alton. They lead it by 9 runs. Swing and a foul into the right field corner. This time it's 325 down the lines here. It's 380 to dead center field at diamond number 5.
You sense something over here off to our right? Let's get this weather channel up here.
Get the radar on the screen. There's a chopper up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit with 2 outs. Weed had retired 3 in a row since coming in, but now a hit.
Seeing eye single up the middle that both middle infielders converged on and could not come up with. 2-out hit will bring Albert to the plate, who is 0 for 3 today.
Forey Albert fouls it back. Strike 1. 0 for 3 with a couple of pop outs. Pop out to first, pop out to short, ground out to third. Stretch by Wheat, the pitch. Tap foul, strike 2. Alton with 2 home runs from Trevor Mattifus today. He has 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 4 runs scored. Evan Bailey in on it too with a 3-run home run. There's a wild pitch that sends the runner to second base. Bailey, though, also with a couple of flyouts, a ground out, and he grounded into a double play. So he's 1 for 5, but that's a 3-run homer. Two outs here and another foul ball. Still 1-2. New baseball here for Ian Wheat. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Up and in, and Wheat picks up his first strikeout of the day as he retires Centralia in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now to the 9th inning at Gordon Moore Park, and we still have a 15-6 ball game. Alton up by 9. Back with more playoff action after this.
Have you outgrown your home, or has your home outgrown you? If it's time for a change, call Matt Horn, the agent who was voted Madison County's #1 realtor. Most of Matt Horn's listings and sales come from referrals from satisfied customers. Call Matt Horn of Landmark Realty today for a free market analysis of your home. Call Matt Horn today at 560-8201 and put a top real estate professional in charge of all your real estate needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're now approaching the island of Bora Bora. Enjoy your stay.
This beautiful home contains 8 bedrooms, 2 family rooms, and a private jacuzzi just off the master bedroom.
Hey, anybody up for a cruise in my sweet boat?
What are you going to do with all the money you save from buying your car at Roberts Motors?
Roberts Motors in Alton or online at RiverBender.com.
To the ballpark, and 9th inning now. 9th inning action, and it's 15-6 in favor of Alton. They lead Centralia. Alton with 3 in the first, 5 runs in the second inning, 1 in the third, then a couple of scoreless innings. Then they had 5 more runs in the sixth, 1 in the eighth, and they have 15 runs on the board. A couple of 5-run innings, and they're up by 9 here, 15-6. And it will be Mattifus, McAtee, and Bailey here in the ninth.
Well, with a score like this, you think he might be taking some shots for home run number 3 in the game.
Just might do that. There's a ball outside. We're underway in the top of the ninth inning. Here's the next. Outside corner. Strike called. Mattifus at the dish. Swinging a ground ball to second. Second baseman with a bobble. Throw to first. Out there. And Mattifus not on base for the first time today. He'd been on base 5 times in a row. 1 out.
It's a slow little deliberate ground ball to the second baseman again. Precise having some troubles over there, but he was able to recover, get the out.
There's a strike to McAtee. Strike 1. He has come through with 3 hits today. 3 runs scored and an RBI. There's a ball low. Six different Alton players have RBIs today. 15 runs. There's a foul ball. Strike 2. Alton with, well, they sent 10 to the plate in the second inning, 10 more to the plate in the 6th inning when they scored 5 runs in each of those innings. Newcomb brings it in. Swing and a line drive to center. Center fielder going back, and it's over his head. Stevenson will chase it to the fence. McAtee turning, but he'll hold with a stand-up double. Thought about a triple, but he'll take 2.
Well, Stevenson initially came in on the ball, thought better of it, realized, hey, this thing is hit a lot harder than we imagined, and sure enough, it got out over his head, and 16 hits now for Alton. 1 out double, and that would be McAtee's 4th hit of the game, another 4-hit game after he had 4 last night.
There's a high chopper to third. Third baseman throws out Bailey as Furlong throws it across. 2 down.
Good play there by Furlong. He had to range high in the air to get that one, and that time he's able to make the play. Keeps the runner at second base.
Jason Roberts at the plate now with the runner at second. 2 down. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Again, McAtee with those 4 hits today. 4 more hits. He's at second base. The pitch to Roberts on the way. Low in the dirt. 1-1. Blake Novak, the catcher, on deck, but right now it's Roberts with 1 hit today, 2 RBIs. Here's the next. Swing and a foul. Strike 2. It's the 6th time through the order for Alton today. 6 at bats. And right now Roberts, the number 5 hitter, stands in. 1-2 delivery. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop can't get it. It's under his glove. A run will score. 16-6 now as Alton will tack on another here in the 9th inning.
Ranging up the middle. Can't make the play is Precise, and Roberts tacks on another RBI single. It's his third RBI of the game. And they finally get that 10-run lead. 16-6 now. 17th hit of the afternoon and evening.
That's
I
right.
corrected you on that earlier.
That's right. Novak fouls it back, and Alton has scored 8 runs each against the two pitchers today. 8 against Albert, now 8 against Newcomb. 16-6. Tap foul, strike 2. Two more hits in this inning. Again, 17 on the day with the 16 runs. Dooley warming up in the bullpen in the left field corner. We'll see if he finishes things up and they give Wheat a little rest. In the 9th inning, swing and a miss. Novak strikes out. So Alton with 1 run in the 8th inning, 1 run in the 9th inning. They now lead by 10 runs. It's 16-6. As we go to the bottom of the 9th, and it will be Ian Wheat to try to close it out, it looks like, as he heads to the mound for Alton. They're up by 10 back at Gordon Moore Park. After this,
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home. With no upfront endowment and just 1 monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at webergc.com.
Centralia catcher Dustin Smith will start things off here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Back live at Gordon Moore Park. Alton with a comfortable lead. They're up by double digits now, 16-6. They lead Centralia. Ian Wheat of Alton delivers, swing, and a base hit into left field. Line drive off the bat of Smith. That's how the bottom of the 9th inning begins.
Attacks the first pitch from Wheat. Goes after it and strokes a single, and
only their 7th hit of the game.
Hasn't been much in the way of offense since that 3rd inning for Centralia.
Pitch, swing, and a tap, foul.
For the pinch hitter, it looks like Jacobs is going to bat here.
Nick Jacobs, number 14. Pinch hitting in the bottom of the 9th inning, and strike 2 to him. 0-2. Nobody out. Stevenson on deck. Jacobs here, and the pitch. Low and away. Gets away from the catcher. Runner to second base. Clouds still prevail here at the ballpark. Bottom of the 9th inning. Wheat the pitcher, Novak the catcher for Alton. Roberts at third, Dooley at short, Arbuthnot at second, Bailey at first. Outfield, left to right, McAtee, Lombardo, and Mattifus. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th.
And down 1-2 in the count, and comes back and gets the pinch hitter. Gets us back to the top of the order here. 2 outs to go for Alton, and another victory here this week.
There's a foul ball, third base side by Stevenson. Centralia now with 9 strikeouts against the 3 Alton pitchers. 2 for Wolf. Hendricks struck out 5, now 2 for Wheat. Swing and a pop-up right at home plate. Pitcher Wheat, catcher Novak, all there, and it's going to be Wheat in front of the mound to make the catch. It's the pitcher, 2 down.
It's not the textbook way of going after a pop-up. I think Novak wanted that one, and Wheat's got to let his catcher or middle infielders take charge of that. As a pitcher, you're taught to let them make the play, but almost disaster there for Alton, but the play is made.
And there's a strike to Drew Furlong, the last hope for Centralia in the ball game. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning here. There's a foul ball, strike 2. Some folks had the umbrellas up earlier to shade themselves from the sun. Now they look to the skies just in case there's some rain. Swing and a fly ball to right. Mattifus coming in near the line. He's under it. He has it. And Alton with a victory over Centralia. 16-6. The final score here at Gordon Moore Park. Alton now with a record of 23-11. Back with a postgame in a moment. Alton over Centralia this afternoon. Back with the postgame after this.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Jenny Becker, Paul Lauschke and Associates. Let Jenny hit a home run for you. Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest. ConocoPhillips. Energy for tomorrow. Matt Horn, Landmark Realty. Put a top real estate pro in charge. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Weber Granite City Chevrolet. Buy American. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. And the Chuck West Agency, helping business owners for over 46 years.